guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sequoia. Thank you so much for joining today. So today I have for you guys my favorite face brushes. So I kind of just wanted to sit down and film this video, kind of share some of my favorite brushes, why I love them, why I use them so often. These are pretty much the brushes I will use on a day-to-day basis. It's very rare that I will switch these brushes up. So I thought, why not share these with you guys and hopefully give you some recommendations if you're in the market for some new face brushes. Hopefully this video will help you out. If you want to see what those brushes are, then just keep on watching. Alright, so first we're going to start off with face brushes. And my go-to number one, holy grail, like this brush is everything. And this is the e.l.f. This is their ultimate blending brush. And I believe this retails for $6. It is an amazing, amazing brush. I love it so much. This is my go-to face brush. If you've been watching my latest makeup tutorials, this is the brush that I'm typically using. It's nice because it's not super dense, but it's dense enough that you can just kind of stipple in your foundation and it just looks really good. I love it for that reason, mostly because I like how dense it is and it's not too soft that I feel like it's swishing my makeup around and making it a little bit difficult to apply. I find that I can apply my foundation very quickly, very evenly. It's not streaky, it's not gross, it just looks really, really good. So whenever I'm going for a foundation brush, I'm usually looking for one like this that's a little bit more round. It's not a kabuki brush, but it's fairly similar. It's just a little bit more round and a little bit more dense than the other kabuki brushes that I own, which is why I like this one so much. And I also don't find that it drinks up a lot of my foundation, so I really love it for that, and I wanted to recommend this one for you guys. And this one, super affordable, so definitely if you're in the market for this, I would highly recommend it. You can find this at Target. Super awesome, and I really love it. And then another brush that I ran across very randomly, but I happen to really like it. I picked this up at TJ Maxx, and it's by a brand called Urban Studio, and unfortunately it has no name on the brush itself. I want to say this was their contour brush, but because like the e.l.f. brush, it has that rounded type of edge and it's a little bit dense, I wanted to try this as a foundation brush, and I really like it for that. That's all I've been using it for since I picked it up. I think it was only about $2.99, $3.99. So these are definitely going to be affordable brushes. And this one I like because not only can you pick up the product and kind of disperse it on your face, then you can go in and if you want to buff it in, if you want to stipple it in, however you want to apply it, it works for that. So I think that it is just a great brush for foundation. So I wanted to recommend this. I'll link it below if I can find it for you guys, but just any kind of short, dense round top brush is my go-to for foundation. Then I have two brushes I want to mention to you guys for contouring, for cream contouring, and these two brushes here. This first one is the Precision Angled Brush by Royal and Langnickel. I really love this brush because it has this nice fine angle. It looks really small, so some of you are probably like, how do you use that for contouring? But I really kind of like to hit it at that angle. It gets really precise in that contour area, and you can really blend out your cream contour without picking up any product, lifting it. It doesn't smear. Depending on the foundation, you really have to be kind of careful. It only works with certain foundations, but I've been kind of on my Fenty hype still, so works perfectly with that. But I really like to use this brush to blend it out. If I'm not using that one, then I will go in with this super, super dense. This is actually a highlight brush from NYX, and I don't find that I would ever use a brush so short and dense. Like, this brush is actually pretty hard, and I would never use this to try to apply highlight. I could just see it literally lifting all of my base. Like, I don't see it working for that. But as far as contour, I think it works great. It really gives you a nice precision to blend out like all the different edges, and it works really great. I find it to be really easy to work with. So, I mean, just because one brush says, oh, this is specifically for highlight, oh, this is specifically for your under eye, break the rules sometimes. You know, use your brushes however you see fit, and if it works for that, then it's incredible. So I definitely like using this brush for that rather than highlight. But as far as setting my contour, this is kind of my go-to. This is my favorite. I tend not to use any other brush other than the Luxie 504 brush. This is their large angled brush, and you can bronze the skin, you can warm up the skin, set up your contour however you like to do your face. I find that this works excellent in the contour areas because you have this angle where you can really pat it in around the forehead. You can really chisel out, not chisel out, but you can really set those areas that you cream contoured if that's something you do. If not, it's great because you have this short end and you can just really go in, or you can take the entire brush and really warm up the skin, and it works great around the jawline. It's just an all-in-one. I love this. You can also use this for blush as well if you'd like to do that, but I will mention a different blush brush because this one I just specifically like to use for contour. It's amazing. I love it so much. It's my favorite contour brush, and yes, I want to recommend this to you guys. This is by Luxie. So this one actually retails for $16, so it's probably the most expensive out of all the brushes that I have here, but I mean, it's really just a large angled brush. There are so many other brushes that other brands make like this. I believe ColourPop has a brush like this. Even Wet n Wild. It's just really up to your preference, but this is my go-to and it is my favorite, and the packaging of course is amazing, so that's just a plus for that. I'm going to let you guys know my favorite blush brush, and this one is by the brand Real Techniques. This is their blush brush, so this is specifically for blush, and I like it because it is it's not super dense. You can get a really light dusting of blush. I kind of just want a light wash of blush on my face, nothing too intense. And I find that this brush specifically, it's just very soft. It's very fluffy. I mean, you can use this for so many other things, but I really like the size of it for blush, and you get like that perfect cheek to contour ratio. It just fits perfectly in that area. So this brush retails for $8.99, so it's still very affordable. It's under $10, which is amazing, and I wanted to recommend this to you guys if you haven't tried it. It's definitely an amazing brush. And then the brush that I love to use for setting my under eye is the Real Techniques. This is their setting brush, and I love it because of the size. As you can see, it is a very small brush, so it is perfect for setting your under eye, setting all the areas you place concealer without being too big, too heavy. And this brush is super affordable. It's only $3.39, I believe. So this is super affordable brush. I really love it. It's super cute and just travel friendly. It's a great size, so it looks really nice in that sense, and I just really love how it sets the under eye so easily without applying too much powder. If you're not baking, this is perfect for that. So this is what I use when I don't bake my under eyes with my sponge. This is my go-to. But another one of my favorites is by the brand Morphe, and this is their E48 brush. It's a lot bigger than the Real Techniques brush, but it's still very precise, and it's perfect for setting your under eye. And because it's a little bit larger, you can just lightly dust, you know, your setting powder or whatever you're using with this as well. So you can very much use it for that, but I really do love it to set the under eye. Right, and then this is from their Elite 2 collection. So they revamped their Elite collection. So it's slightly different than, I want to say, their other E38 brush. Just from looking online, I feel like this one has a little bit of a different shape to it, but I like that it kind of feathers out, but then it gets a little bit tapered at the top, so you still get that really good precise point. This retails for $9.99, so still under $10, very affordable, and it's Morphe, so it's very good quality. All right, and lastly, we're going to move into highlighting brushes. If you've been watching my channel, you know this is nothing new. This is my go-to holy grail favorite highlighting brush. It doesn't top any other brush that I've ever used, and I thought I was interested in another brush. You know, I tried to find another love, and it ended up not working out. So this is the Royal & Langnickel Highlight and Glow Brush. And this is my holy grail highlighting brush. I love it so much because it has that perfect tapered kind of, it's not too fat, it's not too thick, and it also has a nice taper at the end, so you can really get precise in certain areas. It's perfect for going down the bridge of the nose, highlighting above the brow. Like, it's just an all-in-one. It's perfect. I love it. It's my all-time favorite. It just applies the product so perfectly, not too heavy. You can pick up either a ton of product and get a really poppin' highlight, or you can just tap off the brush and get this really perfect, precise highlight. It just does everything that I need it to do, and I know what to expect from it, and it applies my highlight perfectly every time. So I mean, I can't really complain about it. I love it so much. And then this brush retails for $6.29 at Walmart. I don't have a Walmart in my area, so I don't know exactly how much it'll be online. And I mean, it's still really affordable. It's under $10. So I mean, I really wanted to recommend it to you guys. It's definitely my favorite. I haven't come across another highlighting brush that I like as much as this one, so I had to mention it because it is my go-to. Alright guys, so that completes my favorite face brushes video. I'll also be doing one for eye brushes very shortly, but I just wanted to mention these to you guys because you know, complexion products are really important, especially if you want a really good application for your makeup. So I just wanted to go ahead and mention these brushes to you guys, and hopefully I was able to provide some recommendations. All the products will be listed down in the description box below, so make sure you check there if there's anything that you're interested in. And also make sure, if you are not subscribed, subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and you want to see more videos like this. And also, if you are not following me on my social media, I will list that on the screen below for you. And that's all I have for you guys for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!